For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections, on intimidation instead of free choice, on guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations.
You just described the...
Wow. What did he know? Or what is it that we assume he knew? So many theories, so many movies and articles and short films and discussions since that dreadful day of November 22nd, 1963. There are two distinct funerals I remember when I was a little bitty boy, sitting in front of my big Zenith TV. One was the JFK and the other was Dr. King. I remember the horses with the carriages. You guys remember that? The horses with the carriages. Horses with carriage, JFK funeral, or carrying the hearse. Remember, they were carrying the body. I was 5 and I was glued to the set. How many of you guys were glued to the set? Right? Then years later, same way with Dr. King, the horses and the casket. Some folks say he never died. Some folks say it was a joke. Some folks say that if you listen to his words, when he went to the United Nations, he was really secretly moving toward the New World Order. Who knows? Sold a lot of books, didn't it? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am friend Shad Pearson. Welcome again to my channel. Today, the files of JFK will be released. How many folks been waiting on that? Some folks say, well, Pearson, ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new. It's old news. I put the 5 C's to work because I did this video a month ago when they first announced it was going to be released. I believe you will enjoy this because it's looking at things through the lens, again, of the 5 C's, the clues, the codes, the colors, the confirmation time, which is the dates, and the conclusion. Oh, yeah.
People who studied the assassination of John F. Kennedy are eager for today's release of documents from the investigation, but doubts remain over what's included.
The Trump administration is set to release 80,000 pages of unredacted files on the JFK assassination.
We have a tremendous amount of paper. You've got a lot of reading. I don't believe we're going to redact anything. I said, just don't redact. You can't redact.
99% of the JFK documents have already been released, but thousands of files remain partially or fully withheld.
What remains is about 4,400 documents from a variety of federal agencies, primarily the CIA, that still contain some redactions, ranging from a word to a paragraph to a page to the whole document.
The president did not provide specifics on what could be learned, but called the documents very interesting.
They've been waiting for that for decades. Then I said during the campaign I'd do it, and I'm a man of my word.
I'm a man of my word. Put in the comment section, who you think did it? Woo! Who you think did it? Or did it ever happen? Let me show you guys something. They're talking 80,000 files. 80,000 files. Now what I did, I took the address of Washington, D.C., 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, times 50 states. They came out to 80,000. Oh, yeah, look, they said they got 80,000 files, so I went to thinking. Let me show you something. Fireman Bill, Jim Carrey, let me show you something. I took the address of Washington, D.C., the White House. I took 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue times the 50 states, America. It gave me 80,000. Is that coincidence? Now watch this here. A film that I drew up a month ago. Unbelievable connection. FBI discovers 2,400 new JFK files. Now watch this.
Mind blowing. Let's look at this together. We have July 4th right here of 1776. That's when America was founded. Versus the 2/11 of 2025, when the information was released about the old JFK files we just found. The difference, people, is 248 years. That's America. But it's 7 months and 8 days. What is the 78? Trump just happened to be 78 years old. You mean to tell me from the day that America was born, July 4th, 1776, founded, versus the day that they got that information for Trump, all these lost files on JFK, 2/11/2025, you got 248, which is the year how old America is, but yet it's 78, and Trump is 78 years old. Is that coincidence? But check this out. I want you to see something. Remember, it was 2,400 files. It's deep, y'all. I want you to see how deep this is. Look at that. It was 2,400 files they found on the assassination. They found this for Trump, 2,400 files. Watch.
And now, a month later, they saying they got 80,000. But check it out.
This number. When you take 200, when you take 2,400 divided by 48, remember the 48 we saw earlier? It's deep. The 48 is from the eclipse. Remember that?
April 8th. April 8th. 4/8.
Look at that. It's going to all come together. Watch this. You take 2,400 files divided by the 4/8, you get 50. There's your 50 states. America's leaving, people. The 2,400 files is symbolic. 24.
And think about it. All this blood moon, then April 8th of 2024, you had the eclipse with the X coming over the earth. You got a politician from France saying, give me the Statue of Liberty back. What's going on? Trump was born. Well, JFK was born in 1917. Trump became president in 2017. JFK is buried in Lot 45, Arlington National Cemetery. Trump's the 45th president. What's going on? All these similarities and so-called connections. But check this out. You guys heard of the Zapruder film? This is the guy who took the video. It's got to be in the top 5 videos in American history. The day that JFK was slain, he just happened to be filming that day. It's a silent 8mm color motion picture sequence shot by Abraham Zapruder. Notice his name is Abraham, like Abraham Lincoln, who got hit in the head. It's all this coincidence. I'm going down this rabbit hole, baby. With a Bell and Howell home movie camera as United States President JFK's motorcade passed through Delaney Plaza in Dallas, Texas. Delaney, that's a park. Park in Gematria comes out to 46. And JFK was 46 years old when he met his demise. Isn't that something? Although it is not the only film of the shooting, the Zapruder film has been described as being the most complete, giving a relatively clear view from a somewhat elevated position on the side from which the president's fatal head wound is visible. Ain't that deep? Man, the more I think about it, the more I think about that book in Revelation, I think it's the 13th chapter, about that mortal head wound coming back to life. I've never said this before, but as I'm reading this, is Trump the one that brought, is Trump symbolically JFK? Is he brought back to life? Let's read that. Book of Revelation, head wound coming back to life. Look, people. Look. What does it say? And I saw that one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. And I saw one of his heads as though it had been smitten unto death, and his death stroke was healed, and the whole earth wondered after the beast. I saw, it's King James Version. Is this another perspective? What do you think? Is it possible that Trump is the modern day Kennedy? That the Bible was talking about the mortal wound, but they came back? And I saw that one of his heads was, because that's the dragon, right? With all the heads, right? It was wounded to death. And his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wondered after the beast. Oh, it's deep. Who knows, right? Who knows? Let's go down this thing. Magruder film. There he is, Mr. Magruder. I call him Magruder. It should be Zapruder film. And Abraham, I can't get over that like Abraham Lincoln. I need to decode Abraham Lincoln's birthday versus his birthday. Oh, snap. Anyway, he's born May 15th, died August 30th. Let's look at this thing. May 15th, 1970, the day that Zapruder died, versus what? 8/30, 1970. So what I did, I literally put it together. I took May 15th, August 30th. I took May and August. But I chose the 30th. I brought it together. May and August. May and August. And I made it May 15th, 1970 to August 30th, 1970. The difference is between his birthday and death date is 3 months and 16 days. That's sacrifice, people. Ain't that deep? Hope I didn't confuse y'all. May is before August. So May versus August. May versus August is 3 months and 16 days. That's sacrifice. Wow. But check this out. May 15th, 1947, that's his birth, versus the day that Trump got hit in the head in Butler, Pennsylvania on 7/13. The difference is 77 years later, 8/4. Who was born August 4th? Barack Obama. That's deep. Then look, Jackie Kennedy, JFK's wife. That's her birthday, July 28th. July 28th. There's JFK's birthday, May 29th. Take May 29th, 1917, versus Jackie's birthday, 7/28, 1929. You get 4444. Ain't that deep? Don't that remind you of the Jay-Z picture I got with the 444 picture on it? And I always say that 4 and 4 is 8. Then 84, August 4th, Barack Obama. And the sacrificial lamb, crucifixion. Is that what this is again? Is it 4/4? Is it 8/8? What is it? Ponder, huh? Then look, 7/28, Jackie Kennedy's birthday, anniversary, versus 11/22/2024, anniversary of JFK slain. The difference is what? 248 days. What is 248? Well, people, July 4th, 2024, America is 248 years old. So let me do it again. If you take Jackie Kennedy's birthday, JFK's wife, subtract it from the day that he died, anniversary, JFK, the difference is 248 days. So their birthdays, well, her birthday versus his death day. His birthday versus her birthday versus his death date is 248 days. Was that telling the future? Because America's 248 years old. Look, America's 248 years old right now. By July 4th, 1776. Then look at it like this. 3/18/2025, what is that? What do we have for 3/18? 3/18. 3/18, forgot what that was. 3/18. Ooh. Oh, today's date. If you take today's date, 3/18/2025, when they announced they're going to release those JFK files, subtract it from the day that Trump got hit in the head, July 13th, 2024, Butler, Pennsylvania, that's also 248 days. Is it trying to predict something? Because that's the day Trump got hit in the ear versus today's date. People, think about it. Trump got hit in the ear 248 days ago. And they're releasing the files today. It matches, don't it? It matches America's 248 years old. I can't make it no plainer. I'm just decoding. There's Trump's birthday, July 14th. Melania's birthday, April 26th. Take April 26, 1970, Trump's wife's birthday, Melania, versus Trump's birthday. The same was the previous year, 6/14/1969. The difference is 3/16, sacrifice. So there's another 3/16. Isn't that something? Then here we go again. 3/18, today's date, versus the anniversary that JFK was slain. The difference is what? Barack Obama's birthday, August 4th. Then you got today's date again versus 11/22/2026. The difference is Trump's birthday. So Trump and JFK are connected. Is this the mortal head wound? I don't know. July 4th, 1776, the founding of our country, versus today's date, like I said, gives you 248 years. America's 248 years old. Why are all these things coming together? This is a tearjerker. I'm warning you ahead of time. JFK, of course, he was in the back seat. JFK was in the back seat when he became slain, right? He became slain. Let me see if I have a picture of that. JFK was in the back seat when he got slain, okay? In the front seat, there was a lady named, I think the governor's wife, Colony. She spoke to JFK. Watch this here. This is deep. This is a tearjerker. Nellie Colony turned and commented to Kennedy, who was sitting behind her, "Mr. President, they can't make you believe now that there are not some in Dallas who love and appreciate you, can they?" Kennedy's reply, "No, they sure can't." And then boom, he got hit. Those were his last words. No, they can't. No, they sure can't. No, they sure can't. President John Fitzgerald Kennedy comes out to 2/16. What is 2/16? August 4th is the 216th day of the year. And Matthew 2:16 talks about King Herod killing all the kids from one day old to 2 years old when he was after Jesus. similar to the video I did earlier. Kennedy's last words equal 216. What will be Trump's last words? Make America Great Again. Donald J. Trump, President, 4547 equals 165. And 165 is what? The 165th day of the year, my friend, is Donald Trump's birthday, June 14th. Should we do Abraham Lincoln's birthday? Abraham Lincoln's birthday.
According to Wikipedia, Abraham...
Let's give it a shot. Let's see what we got here. Let's take Magruder. This should be interesting. Let's take Magruder. And let's take Abraham Lincoln. See if we come up with something. This should be interesting. Abraham Lincoln. Well, first we start with Magruder. May 15th. May 15th versus Abraham Lincoln, who died on April 15th, 1865. April 15th, 1865. That might not do us any good. So let's take Abraham Lincoln's February 12th, 212. Let's take 212. See if we have something that way. 212. 212. See what we get. 69. 71. We got it. We broke the code, baby. We broke the code, people. What a world we live in. French shot Pearson blue. Look at this. Look at this connection, people. Look at this in real time. Look at this in real time. May 15th, 1905. May 15th. Take May 15th, 1970 versus February 12th. February 12th. February 12th. And I matched the same year. Don't matter what year it is. 1970, 1971. Well, I made it a year difference. Difference is 274. That's just like making it like this. Work with me. It's deep, y'all. It's deep. I'm shaking. What a decode. Look at this. Let's look at it again. May 15th, the guy who did the film on JFK the day he died, May 15th. His birthday is May 15th. I made it 2024. And then I took Abraham Lincoln's birthday, February 12th. February 12th. Woo-wee! February 12th. I made it 2025. Lincoln's birthday, February 12th, 2025. Magruder's birthday, who took the film of JFK being shot, 5/15 was his birthday. I made it 2024. Is exactly 274 years apart. And what is 274? Sun God, Soul Invictus, 274. People, this is when the Romans went back and started worshiping the sun god. On 274 AD, the sun god, invincible sun. And I've been calling Donald J. Trump the Orange Man. I've also been teaching the last few weeks that the sun god Ra, his body is liquid gold. And people believe that gold is his body. Thus, Trump's face is orange. I hope you follow my logic. It's deep. People, what a decode. So the gods, according to the numbers, sacrifice Kennedy, man, timestamp the video because I am sure it's going to come out to 274 when Trump is unalive. I bet my last dollar. I bet my last dollar. Because we keep coming up with 316 also. Remember that? Remember we came up with 316? We had came up, you took Melania's birthday versus Trump's birthday and got 316. That's sacrifice. And then we found another 316. What was that we done after this? The other 316 was, I forgot what it was, but I lost it. I probably just used it. Anyway, look at this, people. God bless you. I'll talk to you guys later. Let me know what you think. Who took out JFK?